Well, the project today then, we're going to look at these roof lines on the end of this house here. Over the years, about 60 years ago, when the houses were built, but you can see all the mortar, it's coming out, and it's quite dangerous really, because if any of that comes out, you know, all that way up in the air and clobbers somebody, it could have a nasty accident. So we've been appointed to chop it all out, and we're going to redo it and make a proper job of it. So you can see here I've started taking the loose out. It comes out quite easily really. So I'm just taking it out and putting it in my bucket and going up and down with ladder. And I'm making sure I get it all out. I mean, I found birds' nests at the back of there and wasp nests and all sorts. And when you get right to the top there, you can see I've secured my ladder to that garage door. It's a good idea to do that, and I've packed it up level because the ground was a bit uneven there. So if you're working on your own, make sure your ladder's safe, especially when you're at a good height. Now what I'm going to do, I put this Expo mesh in. It's a 3-inch wide roll, and you can cut that off in strips to make it easy when you're up there. And I use like a galvanised, it's an annular ring nail, and I tack it into the end of the tile latch. You can see there, put 2 or 3 nails in to fix it to those tile lats, and that makes like a nice backing to put the first coat of render in and ties it all together. Because if you don't do that, if you omit that like it was originally, it soon cracks. Here's the nails, and the thing is, once it starts cracking, it's going to come out again. So once that's rendered and we've got it all pressed into that, it's going to make a nice solid reinforced backing for the final top coat to go on to. So I'd strongly recommend doing that. And then the mortar itself, sharp sand and cement, and I also use a Unibond mix. I always put a bit of Unibond in, so about a third Unibond and 2/3 water. And then the mix for the sand and cement, I put 2 sand and 1 cement and mix that together. So make quite a strong mix, and you can see there, you want to make it quite stiff as well, not too sloppy. And then we can just go up the ladder with that in a bucket, put a bit on your hand hook and use your trowel to press it in, look. And I'm pushing it in there, and I'm leaving about 1/2 inch for the second coat to go on. So this wants to set back about 1/2 inch from the edge of those tiles. And then when we put the top coat on, we just come level with those tiles, top and bottom, and that will give us a nice finish. But you can see there, got it all pressed in, and bits and bobs here with little holes, that don't really matter because this is the first coat, but we're just making that strong reinforced back coat that's really solid, and then tomorrow when that's dried off, we'll come back and put a top coat on and finish it all off, and then that's the job done really. But it's well worth to do this, you know, make a proper job of it if you're doing. And there we started putting the top coat on, look, just exactly the same mix with the Unibond and 2 sand, 1 cement, and then we're just troweling it onto that backing coat. You can see there it's about 1/2 inch thick, look, and press it right in and smooth it off to those tiles, and the jobs are good, and then it'll last another 50-60 years with no bother at all. So it's well worth doing these jobs. If you're going to employ somebody else to do it, then at least you've got a clue here how it's all done, and just make sure that they do put that meshing in, you know, if you're getting some builder to do it for you, because not everybody wants to go up these ladders. I appreciate that. So when it's all done, you know, it should look nice and reasonably smooth. We're not looking for the top class, because it's just a nice job to finish off. I've even pointed under them bottom tiles, look, you can see I put about 1 inch thick coat under there just to finish that off as well, because there was little bits and bobs of that missing out, so it just binds it all together nice. And then I've just got the other side to do. There's a chimney up the middle, as you'll see in a minute, and I've got the other side to do the same. And when that's all done, the old gable end's done. So there we are. Hope to catch you on the next video. Hope this one's been helpful, and if you like what you're learning, or you got any questions about this or anything else, then leave me a comment and I'll always get back to you. Take care then.